Hello, my name is Ed Brown of Core Edge Image and Charisma Institute, and today I want to talk about overcoming low self-esteem. Now, when I tell people in my current stage of an adult male that when I was a child I had low self-esteem, that I suffered from self-consciousness, I didn't feel like I was a guy that people want to be around, I didn't feel adored, I didn't feel like even likable in some respect. Not because I was a bad guy, but because I didn't have those things that people usually gravitate towards when you're a child or when you're adult. But I realized that self-esteem is a conditional process by which you can transform and change anytime you want. A lot of times when you look at your life right now, you determine that you don't feel you can get out of the box that you put yourself in. You feel somehow that you're stuck, that whatever people have said up to this point must be true. How could a million people be wrong? But I'm here to tell you that that's absolutely incorrect, that a million people can be wrong. And one of the things that allowed me to reinvent myself was telling myself that I'll show them. I'll show the world that I was right all along and that I had some value. And so I want to give you a few tips that you can use to overcome your low self-esteem right now. First and foremost, realize that everything you are right now is based on your experiences and your self-perception. That how you see yourself is invariably defined by how you think other people see you. Now let me back up for a minute. That being said, until you change your perspective about your value and what you have to offer to the world, you will always probably suffer on some level with low self-esteem. The first and foremost thing you have to do is say, I have value, I'm smart, I'm creative, I'm intelligent, and go from there. Use what you have and move forward in redefining yourself. When you say that to yourself, that you have some value, that for the first time ever, you tell the world that look out, even if you don't see it, one day you will. And so first and foremost, determine your own personal value. Secondly, determine that you put yourself in a personal development program, that however you envision yourself to be, that process is what you're dedicated towards. You would say to yourself every day, if it's to be stronger or to have a physical presence, every day you're going to get up and you're going to hit the gym. You're going to work out, you're going to exercise, and you're going to build your muscle. If you feel like you need more education and you don't have the time to go to school, you're going to read X amount of books a week, a month, and a year. Whatever it is that you want to develop, you have to create your own self-directed program. And then finally, you have to start acting like the person that you see yourself becoming. You can move right now from the place that you live currently, say like you're from New Haven, Connecticut, and everyone knew you as a person who was quiet and shy and didn't say too much to people. You kind of got out of people's way. But you moved to Atlanta, Georgia, you moved to Dallas, Texas, you moved to Los Angeles, California. Any place in the country you move to all throughout the world, and all of a sudden, whatever you present to the world, that's how they see you. I can say that emphatically in my life because moving from New Haven, Connecticut to Atlanta, Georgia, I always had long hair, and as you can see right now, I don't have long hair. But all my life, people knew me as having long hair. Here to my shoulders, I went through the Jericho phase, I went through the Afro to the Jericho phase, I went through the finger wave phase. Every phase that had something to do with hair and long hair, I went through throughout my life. But when I came to Atlanta, Georgia around 87, 88, that's when I determined I could no longer keep up that particular look because it was costing too much. So before I joined the Atlanta Police Department, I colored my hair off and kept my hair short up to this point. Now I shave. Now, if I go back home and people who haven't seen me in over 30 years, they'll surprise the fact that I have a bald head. All they knew me as is a guy with hair. So here, people can't envision, here being Atlanta, Georgia, people can't envision me having hair. Because all they knew me as having is a guy with short hair or now a baldy. Now, that is endemic of wherever you go, wherever you do, or however you present yourself in that space. And sometimes you do have to move to get the respect that you want. What they say in the Bible, a prophet is never loved in his own homeland. You have to move around to reinvent yourself and to get people a new perspective about you sometimes. But those are the things that built my reality to becoming healthy in my self-esteem and self-perception. And so as you move forward, ask yourself, what must I do to have self-discipline to do the things I've outlined? If you can do that, you will reinvent yourself. You will become the person that you want, and you'll be happier. It's nothing like being able to choose who you want to date, going after jobs you want to go after, get promoted when you're going to be promoted, or start a business when you want to start a business. Write a book and talk about your lives. Whatever it is that you want to do, the world's your oyster. But until you have the self-discipline and self-esteem to deal with that, then you won't move forward. And I think you're better than that. And today, I'm giving you an opportunity and encourage you to push. So take the 21-day process of reinventing yourself to become the person that you invariably want to become, to have the happiness that you want to enjoy.